History often hides its darkest figures in plain sight, and today we're looking at one such person, Herta Bothe. Ever heard of her? If not, you're not alone. She was a guard in Nazi concentration camps during World War II, a name that faded into relative obscurity despite the gravity of her actions. Born in 1921 in Germany, Bothe started her career as a nurse. But as the war intensified, her path took a dark turn. In 1942, she was conscripted and sent for training at the Ravensbrück concentration camp. This wasn't a choice she made willingly at first, but it was a path she walked down nonetheless. From there, she was transferred to the Stutthof camp near Gdansk, and this is where her story gets even more grim. At Stutthof, and later at the Brombergusts Sud camp, Bothe gained a reputation for her brutality. Survivors nicknamed her the Sadist of Stutthof. They recounted stories of her viciously beating prisoners with a pistol or a thick stick, often without any provocation. Her cruelty wasn't random. It was a consistent and terrifying part of daily life for those under her watch. As the Allied forces advanced in 1945, Bothe was involved in the infamous death marches from central Poland to the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp. Thousands of prisoners died from exhaustion, starvation, and exposure during these forced marches, and guards like Bothe were there to enforce the brutal journey. After the war, she was captured by the British and stood trial at the Belsen trial. She was charged with war crimes, and despite her claims that she was only following orders and even struck prisoners to prevent them from being shot, survivor testimonies painted a very different picture. She was found guilty and sentenced to 10 years in prison. Here's the twist that often shocks people. She was released early, in December 1951, as an act of leniency by the British government. She returned to Germany, married, and lived a quiet life under her new name, Herta Lange. She rarely spoke of her past, and in a rare interview filmed decades later, she showed little remorse, stating, "Did I make a mistake? No. The mistake was that it was a concentration camp, but I had to go to it. Otherwise, I would have been put into it myself." Herta Bothe's story is a chilling reminder of how ordinary people can become complicit in extraordinary evil, and how justice can sometimes feel incomplete. It forces us to ask tough questions about guilt, responsibility, and how society remembers its darkest chapters. Thanks for watching. If you found this story compelling, be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into history. See you next time.